¿Qué pasa, zagales? Y por ahí. Telltale Games, traducido por la cueva.
All right, I'm ready.
Good evening.
Presenta en
I'm
asociación
Dr.
con
Emmett Brown.
Universal.
I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Aini. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down. Get your
Desde el
seatbelt on.
punto de vista de la
That's it.
videocámara de Marty, colega.
Whoa, okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good.
Qué
Have a
bueno,
good trip,
tío.
Einstein. Watch your head.
Es lo que veía Marty a través de
You
la
got that
cámara.
thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Qué cochazo, qué bonito es, ¿eh? El DeLorean.
Not me. The car. The car.
¡A mí no! ¡Al coche!
If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Serious shit. Ya ves. Aquí Marty se hizo popó.
Watch this. Watch this.
¡Ya ves!
What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour.
140 kilómetros por
The temporal
hora.
displacement occurred in exactly 1:28
Ya está
and
flipando,
0
Marty.
seconds.
¿Qué pasa, zagales? Y por ahí, sorpresa súper sorpresiva. Llevaba mucho tiempo queriendo jugar a este pedazo de juego que no es nada más ni nada menos ni nada más que Regreso al Futuro de Telltale Games, que es una desarrolladora fetiche para mí. Y lo he empezado a jugar y he dicho, ¿qué cojones, tío? Esto hay que grabarlo. Esto hay que grabarlo. Por lo menos el principio. Luego no sé si haré serie o no, pero me apetecía mucho jugarlo. Y he dicho, voy a jugarlo. Y cuando he visto, he dicho, esto hay que grabarlo. Vamos a darle chicha. No sé si decirle las frases que todos sabemos de esta maravillosa película o inventármelas. Voy a inventármelas. ¿Dónde está el auto? Voy a decirle. Aunque yo soy animalista. Venga.
Ow! Doc, what happened to the car?
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Qué bueno. ¿Pusiste a tu perro en la máquina del tiempo?
Wait a minute. You put your dog in a time machine made out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
¡Hostia! ¡Qué bueno! ¡Qué bueno! ¿Dónde está la máquina?
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's
Hostia, tío.
probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get
multiverso.
my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
Qué bueno, qué bueno, qué bueno, qué bueno. Encuentra el cuaderno de Doc. Doc necesita su cuaderno. Camina hacia la izquierda hasta que puedas ver la caja de herramientas de Doc. ¿Cuántos Dockers? Vale. Ahí está. Pues añado que este juego me está sorprendiendo que al principio sea así, porque realmente este juego viene a ser como una cuarta parte de la saga.
Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I detail the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. Is mass equals I times z, and E equals the square root of z times c squared, and the flux dispersal rate is inversely proportional to...
Consequences could be catastrophic? Whoa. Deja vu.
Déjà vu. Hostia, qué bueno, tío, me gusta, me está gustando mucho, Mucho, mucho.
Doc?
Twin Pines. Uy, 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 uy.
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake!
Hostia.
Doc! No!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc!
Pero cómo empieza esto, ¿no? Está muy bien, porque es una vuelta de tuerca de la hostia. Muy bien, tío, muy bien.
Marty,
Hostia, la serie
is everything
esa, la
okay?
película. We're science.
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Mira, mira, mira la foto.
Well, you're safe and sound now. Back in good old 1986.
86.
But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Claro, ha pasado un año. Qué bueno. Entonces
Weren't
sí
you
que es una
going to
buena
meet him
hora.
over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late.
Regreso al futuro de Game Zagales. Me va a hacer unos pedazos de strikes YouTube del copón, pero me suda un huevo. Quiero jugarlo. Me da igual, este canal lo hago para mí. Mira, Julio Verne. Claro, realmente Doc no está aquí. O sea, no sabemos qué pasó, porque él continuó en sus viajes y tal. Y se supone que Marty se quedó en el 85 viviendo su vida. Este juego no creo que sea un fan game sin más, porque sé que ahora no sé si era un productor o unos guionistas o algo de las películas originales han trabajado en este juego. Entonces, Bob Gale, ahí lo tienes. Antes lo digo, antes sale. Bob Gale ha metido mano en el juego.
Are we too late to
Entonces,
stop the sale?
para mí puede ser bastante
Better late than
canónico.
never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc stuff. The city has no right
Now,
to.
son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty!
Hi, Biff.
Back in time.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering.
Busca materiales peligrosos en el laboratorio. Selecciona los objetos que veas en el laboratorio para asegurarte que Doc no dejó nada peligroso suelto. Plato de...
Miss Einstein.
alimentador. Así lo de las latas.
Hey, let me...
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure. Sorry, Marty.
¿Qué hacen estos dos aquí? Parece un poco raro. Pero bueno. Qué bueno. ¿Qué más? No voy a salir. La tele.
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can't intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
Vale. Más relojes.
I wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him.
Ey, pues faltaba uno, He de decir que es un juego de Regreso al Futuro, pero me da un poco de mal rollete, los gráficos de los de Telltale Games, porque me recuerda mucho a
Doc
The
built this
Walking Dead.
model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the?
un reloj.
Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old
Una
coot.
leches.
He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Can I see that model courthouse for just a second? I need to get something out of it.
Like what? A not guilty verdict? That was a joke.
Oh, ha. But really, can I?
Nah, I think I'll hold on to it.
Hostia.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, look at what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something. Ha!
¿Qué hostia tiene? ¿No llegó?
Doc must have whipped up some crazy compounds in that cauldron. It smells like beef stew.
Es un poco molesto, Necesitas ayuda para recuperar... Mierda, no he leído. La maqueta ya la he visto. Esto.
Hope that wasn't poison gas or anything.
Estoy jugando con el mando, pero me parece que esto será más cómodo jugarlo con el botón, Estoy hasta ahora. Pistas. Recupera el cuaderno del puto Biff. Vale.
Feels like that was a lifetime ago. Actually, I guess it was.
¿Qué ha dicho? Hostia.
Feels like that was a lifetime ago.
Sí.
Hey,
Este
let me
pesado,
try,
tío,
Marty.
¿Qué hostia tiene?
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Pero ha soltado el... Ah, no ha soltado.
Hey, Biff.
Te compraré el cuaderno.
I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
Hijo de puta.
I only want that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to get over it and move on.
Dios.
It's just a notebook with Doc's scribblings. What did Doc ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
If it was really worthless, you wouldn't want it so bad.
That notebook wouldn't mean anything to you. You wouldn't even understand what's in it.
You calling me ignorant?
Ya le he dicho que le compraría el cuaderno.
I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
Qué raro.
I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
Pero ¿por qué no le metes una hostia?
Never mind.
Bueno, hay equivalente al...
Looks like a hand crank lightning rod, or maybe a lightning powered pencil sharpener.
Ya andares.
Let's make some noise. It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies.
¿Y ahora qué? A poner la música... Ah, guitarra.
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Vale.
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies.
Creo que la puedo usar. Ha recogido la guitarra de Marty. Haz clic en el botón parpadeante del inventario para abrir tu inventario. Ahora que has abierto el inventario de Marty, puedes seleccionar objetos haciendo clic en los botones siguiente y no me ha dado tiempo a leer más. Selecciona la foto de George, luego haz clic en el botón examinar. Hostia, me está pareciendo un poco todo raro. ¿Examinar?
I keep this picture of my dad to remind me that even the most hopeless losers can grow up to be pretty cool guys.
Pues vale. Usar. Ahí lo llevas. Hostia, es
Here's an
Bluetooth.
oldie, buddy goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Te ha llamado la atención 3 veces.
Gosh, you're right, Mr. McFly. Here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks. Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
Vale. Creo que le ha caído el libro, ¿no? Or
Now
something.
that is a dangerous amp.
Guitarra de Marty.
And now, something your kids are really gonna...
Thanks for warming them up for me, butthead.
Biff,
No me lo salto esto. Porque no me importa nada.
Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
Vale, pues nada. George.
Hey, Dad. Who's running this sale anyway?
oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Creo que está bien.
I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know...
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
That notebook is Doc's legacy. I've got an obligation to protect it.
Now, hold on a minute. Didn't you just get done telling me Doc's still around? Off traveling somewhere?
Yeah?
Then how is it your obligation to protect his legacy? You can't have it both ways, Marty. If Doc's alive, he can protect his own legacy.
Joder, macho.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son. But the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
About Biff, Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I guess you can.
Hostia, qué cara.
Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way, but you know where to find me.
Do you think dreams can predict the future?
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff, but I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future. Problem? Biff?
He's got this thing, see, and I really need to get it back.
If he stole something from you...
No, it's one of Doc's notebooks. He found it first, but...
Oh, well then I'm not sure what to tell you. I guess you'll just have to appeal to his better angels or something.
Or something. I'll
Joder.
keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
Siento un poco perdido, ¿eh? Vale, todo esto ya está visto. ¿Puerta qué?
I can't leave until I get Doc's notebook back from Biff.
Pero ¿por qué no le meto una hostia? Yo no lo veo un tío tan duro. O sea, quedó como que te reviento la cara como me mires mal, ¿sabes?
Hey, Biff. I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
Hostia puta, pues no sé.
I just can't let you keep
Algo
that
me falta
notebook.
por
It's
ver.
dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chance.
Algo me estoy saltando, ¿eh?
Never mind.
Algo me estoy saltando, zagales y por ahí.
I'll probably never know what this is for. Feels like that was a lifetime ago.
Nada. Algo me estoy saltando, tío. ¿Qué pasa? Nada. Nada.
Wait, I got one.
Back in time.
Hey, don't cut off my music.
Algo me estoy saltando, zagales y por ahí. Back in time. Pistas. Se requiere de una fuerza potente para arrancar el cuaderno. Coño, pero eso ya lo he hecho, tío. Eso ya lo he hecho con esto.
Now that.
No entiendo.
You want to hear a number by Biff and the Biff Tones? Always happy to play for my adoring fans.
Ah, vale, porque le he dicho a su padre que ya no me ayude. Vale, perfecto. Ya lo he pillado.
Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say.
Como tú ya sabes lo que va a pasar. A mimir, zagal.
Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Doc, where are you?
Oh yeah, baby. El fucking DeLorean.
Doc?
No sé, el perro. Está frío, muy frío. Oh
Einstein!
my god.
Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
Hostia, se ha vuelto la máquina del tiempo del sueño, de su sueño. ¿Qué cojones? ¿Un zapato?
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc. Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
Marty? Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is. I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed.
Dios, tío, con dos
Oh,
cojones.
jeez. Come on.
Tiene que haber
Crap.
arreglado eso.
Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now?
Pues no sé.
I can use those to enter a date and once I know when to look for Doc.
Vale. Pues no sé qué tengo que hacer.
I can use those to enter a date into the time. Once I know when to look. I probably shouldn't fiddle with the time circuits again until I know when to look.
Vale, pues no sé, tío, ¿qué tengo que hacer? Pista, por favor. ¿Un zapato? Algo huele raro. Vale, vamos a ver el zapato. Los zapatos y por ahí. Qué cosa más fea, una mano para el inventario.
This time traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc.
¿Y qué? ¿Qué hago con él? No, también tengo al perro. Si no estás seguro de que tu objetivo actual es clic en el botón objetivos. Vale. No sé, ¿y el perro no me dice nada?
What do you know about this shoe, Einie?
Ahí está.
Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
¡Santo cielo! Back in time.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
I see you sneaking into that liquor store, young man!
En fin, pues habrá que conocerla, ya verás. Puerta, a ver, ahí está. Videojuegos.
I guess there's time for a quick game.
No, verás. Vaya amigo.
Okay, now I'm ready.
La tela. Vale. Pensaba que allá arriba había algo. Mira, puedo cambiar estas cosas así. Llamador. Strickland.
Step away from the door! Now, let me get a look at you.
Creo que es la madre del
Einstein, come
profesor.
on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat! State your business, child! You're making me miss Merv!
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and
Well,
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Muy posible.
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
E. Strickland. You aren't related to Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm his
Hermana, que mayor.
sister, Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't ya?
Yes, what's old man Strick? I mean, what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced from myself, slacker.
Aragán.
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
Zapato.
A shoe? Now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
Oh my god. Adelante, señora.
Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
Chucho.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Búscalo.
Have a seat, Sonny.
Hijito.
Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
My god.
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Comedor de gato.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
¿Dónde está el gato? Trofeo de gatos.
what are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly?
It's legitimate journalism.
¿Y qué? ¿Tengo que hacer algo?
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Esto me
Yes.
parece muy graciosa la vieja.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Tim Tannen! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Hostia, el padre.
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Hi, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
Para el
a
clandestino.
speakeasy? In Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
¿Qué pasa con los periódicos?
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive, I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square, right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Hostia, qué paciencia tiene Marty, La hostia.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Vale.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Kleenex. Vale.
I told you not to touch
cago en la leche.
those.
No, pues me piro. Me las piro vampiro. ¿Y por qué me deja de ir a la cocina? Ah, vale. Ahora tengo que distraerlo.
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
You! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
That tea's never gonna boil.
Coño, pues tendré que... ¿Y no lo pongo en marcha o qué? Pues me voy.
Would you mind if I stepped out for a minute? I just remembered a video I've got to return.
Do you have to go? I get so few visitors these days.
But...
And I'd hate to have to tell my brother, your vice principal in charge of discipline, how rude you were to me. Especially with graduation coming up and all.
Pues me falta algo. ¿A zapatos?
Miss Strickland lost that shoe the day the speakeasy burned down. But when was that?
¿Cuándo fue? ¿Radiador?
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
Se ríe de la vieja.
Juveniles collide with manure truck.
Huh.
Nice picture. Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. Alright, Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down? I at least need to know the year. Firm announces plans for Lone Pine Mall, Peabody Ranch to be rezoned for commercial development. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
Coño, pues no sé. No sé. A ver, igual los zapatos. Fotografías.
Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that, dear?
Nothing. Miss Strickland lost that shoe the day the speakeasy burned down. But when was that?
Igual
Yeah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
Joder. Pues no sé.
I told you not to touch those.
Qué paciencia tiene Marty. Algo me estoy dejando otra vez.
That tea's never gonna boil.
I remember the flames so clearly. The demon spirits went up so clean and blue.
Excuse me, Miss Strickland? I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah,
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day...
Coño, pero
Don't let me
dímelo.
keep you from your
¿Pero por qué no
business.
se lo pregunta Marty de los cojones? Pregúntale, ¿eh? A ver, dame una pista porque... Macho. Edna perdió su zapato durante la época de la prohibición, cuando un establecimiento ilegal... ¿Pero qué época fue esa, tío? Se hace un huevo de años. Cuando un establecimiento ilegal se incendió. ¿Qué construyeron en su lugar? Lo de los vídeos. ¿Me puedo ir ya?
I guess I'm stuck here for a while. Miss Strickland lost that shoe the day the speak...
No quería hacer eso. Quiero ir a la cocina.
That tea's never gonna boil.
Joder. Pues no sé. Radiador. Dulces.
Oh, the candy looks older than I am.
Bueno, radiador otra vez.
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Clint Eastwood plunges to death on runaway
Yes.
train.
En
I don't even know where to start looking for
1885.
clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
Joder, pues es que no sé qué me falta, tío. ¿Binoculares?
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Ya verás. Ahora voy a ver el año de construcción. Hijo de puta. 1932. El pedazo de mierda este. 1932.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Pues ya está, ¿no?
I told you not to.
La leche, qué pesada. Dulces, nada, radiador, diarios. Bueno, ya tengo una fecha muy acercada, ¿no? Acercada.
There's the whistle.
Venga, de whistle.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
Vámonos, vámonos, vámonos. Hostia, es que lo veía venir.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Que me la ahí de joven. Seguro que sale más adelante. ¡Wow! No me jodas. Se ha cambiado, tío. Qué bueno. Me la aspiro vampiro.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
It's my uniform. Didn't I tell you? I got a job.
At the Model T factory?
Yeah. No.
Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
Ya ves.
You ready to go, Einstein?
Vámonos. O sea que es en la época de la prohibición. Que para los yankees es muy importante. Para
Time
nosotros
circuits.
nos importa un pito.
On. Flux capacitor. Fluxy.
Fluceando.
Okay. If Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931.
Hombre, pero viaja una
you show
semana
up
por lo
the day
menos,
before,
cabrón. No viajes el mismo
and
día.
get him out.
Día
I
anterior.
hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
No veo nada. Esto también es un típico que viajan horas antes. Coño, viajan un año antes, yo qué sé. Ahí, 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 ahí. ¡Let's go! ¡Qué temazo, colega! ¡Qué película! ¡Qué juego más bueno! ¡Let's go! Buah. Qué bueno, qué bueno, qué bueno. Ya ves. Hostia, qué coche. Coche del futuro. Ala, a culto.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Imagino una sensación que ser rara, ¿eh? Entonces ha viajado 50 años al pasado. Va, perdón, no sé cruzar la calle. ¡Oh! Es la vieja.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who? Me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
Lo apoyo.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin.
Viril.
Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
¿Dónde puede contar?
Ask him where I can get the address.
Ah, I see. Because you want to blast it to smithereens just like Carl Sagan did. With public-spirited citizens like you around, the lawless element will be on the run in no time. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Michael Corleone. Hombre, por favor.
Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
Qué fuerte. Te acabo de ver hace
I know.
un rato.
I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet. I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Zapato.
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
Mientras caminas, presiona el botón derecho del mouse para que Martín corra. Vale. No. Coño, pues no corre un carajo. Bueno, es igual. ¿Qué dice aquí? Letrero. Pues vale. Me ha cortado el pelo.
Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like? A hunting lodge?
Pues vale. Entrar a la papelería.
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, bum.
Pero ¿por qué me hacen entrar a estos sitios si no hay nada? Las ruinas.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
¿Y por qué?
Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors.
CMX.
Hello?
No solicitors!
Banco de...
Bank of Italy?
Uy. Mafia. Pues vamos a cruzar. Letrero. Entrada al comedor de beneficencia. Beneficencia. Coño, no sé hablar. ¿Qué pasa? Hostia, pues entró de casualidad y fíjate.
McFly!
Biff?
Kid!
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right. That's better. What are you looking at, punk? Keep your eyes on the soup, kid. Well?
Well, what?
What are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly...
Yes?
That hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
No me enteré de nada.
What are those tables for?
We keep a few extra tables around for our end-of-the-month hobo soirees.
Tubería.
Looks like these pipes go into the basement. Where is the jail in 1931 anyway? Nice rack.
Yeah, we got all kinds of culinary enhancements back there.
Que hacen alcohol, vaya. Huevol.
Okay. Hey, never mind. Maybe I should go to the jail and talk to Doc before I start dialing random people in 1931.
Vale. Inscripciones.
Those who once ate delicacies are destitute in the street. Cheery.
Puerta de la cocina. Chico.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Bien pensado.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Pararara, parara, parara.
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
¿Qué me estás con timer? No puedo ir. Hasta luego, Mari Carmen.
Sisters of Mercy Soup Kitchen. Come for the soup, stay for the salvation.
Police Station. Inventar la cárcel. No estará aquí Doc.
Doc!
Marty!
Doc!
Ya ves.
What are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system. Of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Ya ves.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan? Right. But what?
Pues vamos al tiempo.
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided, do you?
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
Why don't we try to tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a pulpy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed.
Hombre, debe conocerla, coño, él, que es del pueblo. Vale, supongo que podía sacarte de la cárcel.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me! 1931 me!
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely!
Qué fuerte.
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Pues lo vamos a dejar por aquí, Zagares y por ahí. Me mola mucho el juego. Lo que veo que realmente no tiene demasiadas, digamos, frases. O sea, que al final todo va a quedar igual. No es como los otros juegos que puede... que según puede salvar a un personaje o a otro, tal y cual. Yo a este no se lo veo. Veo que esto es muy... Encima que es un juego de viajar en el tiempo y de realidades y el continuo espacio-tiempo y todo esto. Veo que es un juego muy lineal. Pero bueno, no me importa realmente. O sea, ya me mola, ya me mola. Y nada, Zagares, lo vamos a dejar por aquí. Creo que lo voy a seguir grabando porque me está gustando mucho. Y nos vemos en otro videico y por ahí. Espero que lo estéis disfrutando como yo.